beautiful office of the world. It's me, Queen Ember, and it's 5 more days left. Oh my goodness, 5 more days. I can't help myself. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. Sorry. Now to Drarry Fanfiction. The early Christmas present. Harry had been asking for a dog since forever. Draco had always refused. He didn't want a dog to ruin their house, but Harry kept asking, and Draco was starting to cave. He still refused when Harry asked, but he was finding it harder now. Maybe a dog wouldn't be so bad. It could keep them company, not to mention dogs are super cute. Draco's thoughts were interrupted by a whining noise coming from the alley he was walking past. Draco stopped and looked down the alley. He couldn't see anything. Maybe he was imagining things. It had been a long day at work, and Draco was tired. He was about to turn around and leave when he heard it again. A tiny, high-pitched whine coming from further into inside the alley. Draco walked into the alley and stopped when he was sure the whining noise was next to him. Draco pulled up a torch in his phone and searched around. Then he saw it, a tiny head poking out of the snow. Draco picked up the creature. There, in his arms, was a freaking cutest, tiniest puppy he had ever seen. "Hello, where do you come from, eh?" Draco took off his scarf and wrapped the shaking puppy in it. "Gosh, you must be freezing. I haven't seen any missing posters. You must be a stray. Well, I can't just leave you here, can I? No, you have to come home with me. My Harry has been asking for a puppy for ages. You know what? I'll take you to the vet's, then to the pet shop. I'll get you everything you need, and I'll take you home to Harry. Sound like a plan?" he said to the puppy. The puppy gave a tiny bark in response. Draco couldn't help but smile at the tiny creature. "You're so adorable." Draco took out his phone and told Harry that he had to work late and wouldn't be home until a couple hours later. "Right, let's get you to the vet's, mister. Or Mrs." Draco cradled a puppy close to him to try to warm it as he made the 10-minute walk to the vet's. The puppy still was shaking by the time he reached the vet's. "Hello, I'm sorry, but I didn't have an appointment. I wonder if you could just squeeze me in because I found this puppy in the snow about 15 minutes, and I just want to make sure it's healthy," Draco said to the receptionist. "I'll see what I can do." The receptionist looked at her computer at the moment. "You've come at the perfect time. There is around 20 minutes before the next appointment is due. If you walk through the door, you should find the vet." "Thank you." Draco walked through the door and found the vet sitting at her computer. "Oh, I wasn't aware I had an appointment now," the vet said as she noticed Draco. "Oh, you didn't, but it's kind of a bit of emergency." Draco nodded his head down towards the puppy. "Oh, of course, place the little one down here." The vet motioned to the table. The vet did a quick examination of the puppy before wrapping it in a few blankets to try to warm it up. "So what you have here is a 10-week-old blue male Australian Shepherd. I suspect he was abandoned by his mother, as he was the runt, because he was quite a bit smaller than what he should be at 10 weeks. He seems relatively healthy, but just a bit underweight. So what I'll do is keep him here so he can keep warm up and give him a bowl of food." "Okay, thank you." The vet walked out of the room to get a bowl of food for the puppy. Draco gently stroked the puppy. "You're a boy, then. What shall we name you?" "I should probably leave that to Harry. I'll just call you Bud for now. Okay, Bud?" Draco gently stroked the puppy behind his ears, and the vet came back with a small bowl of food for Bud. I think what we would be best course of action for the little one is take him home for tonight and drop him off at a shelter in the morning, unless you want to keep him, of course. Yes, I was planning on keeping him, Draco told the vet. Well, in that case, it would be best to make an appointment in a few weeks' time so we can give him all the necessary vaccines and have him neutered and microchipped if you wish. The vet went over to her computer. I have an appointment for the 6th of January at 6 p.m., if that's okay with you. Yep, that's perfect. Do not let him outside or take him on walks when you take him home, because he's not old enough yet, and we don't want to expose him into anything nasty. Make sure you buy puppy food for him, and when you go to sleep tonight, do not give in to his cries, because this is the only way for him to get used to time periods without you. Okay, thank you so much. Draco picked up Bud, who was starting to fall asleep, and wrapped him into his scarf again. Draco made a trip to the pet shop, where he got a bed, food, some toys, a litter tray, and some other things for Bud. Draco also found a box with air holes that was perfect size for Bud. Draco put a blanket on the top of the box, but didn't put Bud in it yet. Draco paid for everything and began to make his way home. By the time he reached his and Harry's house, Bud was fast asleep. He looked so adorable. One of his ears was standing up, and the other was flopped over. Draco gently placed Bud into the box and walked through the door. Hey, Harry, Draco called out. Hey, Dre, I'm in the living room. I've got a present, so don't move. Interesting. Draco picked up the box that contained Bud, held it behind his back, and Bud was quite light, so it wasn't hard. Draco handed Harry the bag full of things for Bud first. Harry rooted through the bag with confusion. We don't have a dog. Why have you got all this? Harry asked, extremely confused. There's a second part to the present. Draco smiled as he gently handed the box that contained Bud over to Harry. Harry opened the box carefully and gasped when he saw what was inside. He gently took Bud out of the box and cradled him. You got a puppy? Harry asked, almost crying. I found him, actually. Bud yawned and then did a really adorable thing with his nose, making both Harry and Draco awe. What are you gonna name him? What have you been calling him so far, if you have just been calling him it? I will not be impressed. I've been calling him Bud for so far. Draco said, Bud, Harry repeated. Harry looked down at the tiny puppy snuggled up in his arm. Bud, that's his name. It is actually kind of perfect, isn't it? You're perfect, Draco, for finding him and bringing him home. This is honestly the best Christmas present ever. Thank you so much. Harry leaned forward and gave Draco a kiss, being careful he didn't squish Bud. Bud was the main focus of the tension all Christmas for everyone. He was so cute, always cocking his head, having one ear up and the other down, just being the cutest, most perfect dog, being the best Christmas present Harry ever received. The Christmas socks. Draco didn't show his love for Christmas in public. He never wore Christmas jumpers, or anything Christmassy for that matter. Harry had tried time and time again to get Harry to wear something Christmassy, but Draco point blank refused every single time. One time, Harry had snuck some Christmas socks into Draco's dresser, but later he found the socks in their bed, with a hit next to them saying, "It's still a no." Harry was starting to give up at this point. He didn't understand why Draco didn't want to embrace the festivity. Harry had a day off from work. He was in awe and had just came out of a pretty major case that required him to be away from home for 3 days. He was lounging around on the sofa whilst Draco was getting ready to go to work. Draco was the head healer at St. Mungo's and didn't usually have days off from work. Harry just about to get up to say goodbye to Draco when he noticed something. Harry looked a little closer, and sure enough, Harry's suspicion was right. "Draco, let me see your socks," Harry said. "What? No, why?" Draco faked a smile, looking slightly confused. "Your socks, let me see them." "Why?" Draco asked. They're not black." "I want to see them," Harry replied. "Yeah, they're not black, so what? I do know what color is." "Sure." "Sure." Harry smirked. "F off. I don't think you want to show me your socks is because they're Christmas socks," Harry said. What? No, I never go that low." Harry motioned towards his Santa socks. Draco was just about to turn around and leave when Harry tackled him to the floor. Draco screaming in shock, and the two fell to the floor. Draco was cursing at Potter the whole time, whilst Harry was just laughing. "Potter, get off me right now!" Draco said through clenched teeth. "Oh, no." Harry was now sitting on top of Draco. He made sure that he was sitting on top of Draco's crotch to tease him. "Harry!" Draco struggled underneath him, but Harry was quite a bit stronger. He still played Quidditch, which Draco was very thankful for. Harry leaned forward and lifted the legs of Draco's trousers up, and there was things Harry wanted to see. Draco was wearing some light blue socks with penguins wearing Christmas hats on them. "I knew you were wearing Christmas socks," Harry called out triumphantly. Yes, fine, yes, I'm wearing Christmas socks, but only because I didn't have any other socks to wear." "Liar. You did have socks to wear," Harry smirked. "No, I didn't," Draco said, a little desperately. "Yes, you did. This might give you a heart attack, so brace yourself. I did some washing yesterday. I put around 10 pairs of socks in the wash. I dried 10 pairs of socks. I put 10 pairs of socks back in your drawer the way you like your socks placed." "Okay, fine. I'm wearing the Christmas socks because I want to." Wow. That was so difficult, wasn't it? Harry's voice was dripping with sarcasm, absolutely dripping with it. Draco was glaring at Harry. "I don't get what it is so bad about wearing Christmas socks. I have an aesthetic and reputation to uphold," Draco replied, whilst fixing his tie, even though Harry was still on top of him. Firstly, how are socks going to ruin your reputation? Secondly, an aesthetic. You wear black all the time. You call that an aesthetic? Of course, an aesthetic. Black is its own aesthetic. You're too uncultured to realize that, Draco smirked. Harry shuffled towards teasing Draco even more, poked his chest. You think I'm uncultured? Tell me, where does the phrase yoo-hoo, yahoo, big summer blowout come from? I don't know. That's what I thought. Don't go calling me uncultured, Harry said, shuffling around to tease Draco. Right. Can I go, please? I'm going to be late because I am of you wrestling me to the ground over Christmas socks, Draco asked, a little annoyed. Yep. Harry got off the top of Draco and helped him up. Thank you. Before you go, you might want to sort out your little problem down there, Harry smirked. You did that on purpose, Draco stormed upstairs. Harry just laughed in response. F you. I'll pass. F you. Actually, F you. Oh, Draco, I forgot to tell you. Nice socks. Harry called up the stairs. I hate you. I love you too. Oh my. What is this? Why? This gives me anxiety. Stop. Don't show me this. So sorry, that gave me anxiety. Oh, okay, that was a game that was playing on there. The adverts. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is kind of short, but oh well. I actually can't wait, Harry said excitedly. Me neither. Me neither. Christmas will have officially started after it come out. After it come out. Wait, what? I know. I still don't think it could top some of the early ones, but you never know. The early ones were good, Hermione said. Draco and Ron were looking between the confused looks on their faces. What are you two on about? Ron asked. The John Lewis Christmas advert, Harry replied. The what? Draco asked. The John Lewis Christmas advert that is coming out tomorrow, Harry said. Ron and Draco were still confused. Please tell me you've heard of John Lewis Christmas ads. Can't say I have, Draco said. Ron nodded in agreement. Ronald, we are going home right now so you can watch every single one. Hermione and Ron said quick goodbyes to Harry and Draco before leaving. Harry stood up, got his computer from his and Draco's bedroom. So, what exactly is John Lewis Christmas adverts? Draco asked. They are the best Christmas adverts ever to grace the earth. Basically, every year since 2007, a company called John Lewis releases a Christmas advert. They are different each year, and they are so amazing, Harry explained. Harry searched up YouTube on his computer and got a compilation. Oh my goodness, I cannot speak English. I'm going into my own English. Okay. compilation. Can't even say it. Ow, I just pulled my hair. Of all the John Lewis Christmas adverts since 2007. The ones up until 2011 are a little boring. They're okay, but not the best. But until 2011, they really start to pull on your heartstrings. If you don't cry at least one of these adverts, I will deem you as having no heart. Okay. Harry pressed play on the compilation and watched 2012 advert. During the 2011, a smile had made its way onto Draco's face. That was cute, Draco said. Carry on. I want to watch the rest of them. Harry pressed play, and by the end of the next advert, Draco's eyes were already glistening. That was most adorable thing, Draco whispered. Wait until the next one. Harry smiled. Harry played the bear and the hare. A tear rolled down Harry's face as he watched it. This was definitely one of the personal favorites. Harry looked over at Draco and saw him smiling contently whilst tears rolled down his face. This is so good. Merlin, why didn't you introduce me to this earlier? Draco wiped away the tears falling from his face. I didn't think you'd like them this much. I love them. What that little hare did for the bear was so cute. Press play. Harry obeyed and continued playing the advert. By the end of the 2015 advert, The Man on the Moon, Draco was practically sobbing. I swear, I've never heard this much cried this much in my life before. I know, Draco said. I know. Harry wiped away the tears that were falling down his face. Do this have, magic in them or something? I didn't think it was possible for me to cry so much. I didn't think it could be you could cry this much. Harry continued playing this advert. Draco smiled at the rest of them, occasional tear falling. You were right when you said early ones were better, Draco said when the compilation. Yeah, do you see why me and Hermione were so excited for the new one to come out? Yeah, I do. And Harry and Draco went to bed not long after, before Draco and Harry woke up very excited the next day. After they had both eaten breakfast and opened their advent calendars, Harry opened up his computer and got YouTube up. The new advert was first in Harry's recommended. He clicked on it immediately, and the two watched the new advert. Excitable Edgar. Both Harry and Draco had big smiles on their faces by the end of the advert. That was so cute at the end. Draco gushed. I know, that was so adorable. Thank you for introducing me to these things, Draco said. You're very welcome. Harry and Hermione got together later that day about the advert and how much they loved it. Christmas had officially begun. Okay, guys, gonna stop it there. Well, I can't believe it's almost time to, open presents and stuff and praise the Lord, But I don't think this Christmas could get any better but right now. Because you guys make it that special. You guys out there, you may be just watching my videos and not subscribe, but you make me happy. You make me, happy that someone's out there actually listening to me and I'm not like a kooky old girl. Okay, anyways, guys, I gotta end it here. Be happy, be healthy, and always be loving. I love you guys so much. Bye!